back to another Real Talk reaction. This one right here is for Arrested Development. Season 3, episode number 10. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It only continues to help the algorithm. Thank you.
Alright, just a couple comments from the last episode, starting with William, who says, I love how Lindsay thinks she invented soup and calls it hot ham water. LOL. Oh, I also want to tell you, since you are getting close to the end of the season, that there are 2 versions of Season 4 since the show first ended at Season 3. The original version of Season 4 only had about 10 to 13 episodes at about 30 minutes long, but the new edited version is about 20 episodes long at the normal 20-minute run. The reason they did this is because some people didn't like the pacing of the original Season 4 because most of the actors had to shoot scenes separately due to scheduling issues. So a few years back, around the time they released Season 5 on Netflix, they also re-released the edited version of Season 4 and took down the original. I thought you might like to know this so you have time to decide whether you want to watch the original Season 4 or the new edited version, because if you do want to watch the original version of Season 4, someone will need to find you a copy. I personally haven't seen the new edited version of Season 4, but it should have the same plot, only in a different order. Just something to be thinking about. We don't make those type of decisions, so we'll let you guys. Yeah. We'll post a poll in reference to that, and then you guys can let us know the direction you go.
Yes, if it's longer, they should have the same things, but more. If it's longer. If it's a longer, I would guess.
I mean, I'm sure it balances out. But yeah, we'll post a poll. Thank you so much, William, for the insight on that. We'll post a poll and then let you guys decide on what you guys want us to do with that. Yeah. Then we have executive producer Dale Guy saying, thanks for accepting my background info on that episode so well. I know it may have seemed spoilerish in advance, but I thought it was essential to let you know the real life circumstances there. No, it was perfect. Once we saw the episode, I was like, the comment makes sense. Mm-hmm. So that was really good. Otherwise, most of it wouldn't make any sense. Right from the start, they pulled out every cheesy device that TV shows used to use when they wanted to grab new viewers. Yeah. Tonight, a very special episode. Mm-hmm. The last few minutes will be live. Lots of special guest stars, and one of these characters will die. Yeah. Plus, a Save Our Blues website, 3D glasses, and the constant breaking of the fourth wall with the characters worrying about relatability and the narrator urging us to tell our friends. Mm-hmm. After this, we had to wait a long time for the remaining 4 episodes, which suddenly aired all in a row one Friday evening opposite the Olympics. Right. Great insight, guys. All right, let's jump into episode 10 right now.
Michael had received a witness list for his father's upcoming trial.
Who's on the list? Any blabbers?
Well, they've got one guy who won't be talking. That is, unless there's a hand inside of him.
Oh, please, Michael. Even then, I wouldn't say anything.
Reassuring, but I was referring to Job's puppet, Franklin.
Yes! I got him in the system.
You did this on purpose.
Oh, yeah. He is re-dyed, rested, and ready to work. That'd be a good way to get some press. Oh, I gotta tell Franklin.
I think he meant get Franklin.
Am I on the list?
We all are.
But I don't know anything.
He certainly hasn't heard anything.
Doesn't know anything.
I don't know anything.
Well, you both certainly act innocent.
Buster knew a great deal, for Lucille almost nightly got drunk and told him.
Your father says he wants me to go all the way to Fallujah. I thought he meant the sex act that's so popular with your generation. I know you're awake. Faker!
More significantly, they put an N Bluth on the witness list.
Oh, that doesn't stand for what a D stands for. Whoa, I did not say that.
You did, Job. Your mouth moved, your hand didn't.
Oh, well, I should work on that.
Is there an N Bluth in the family that we don't know about? They say there's been money found in an account under that name.
Of course not. The prosecution is trying to test us, see if we're going to turn against each other. They make stuff up. She doesn't exist.
Yet you refer to her as a she.
He, she, what's the difference?
Oh, here. In the dark, it all looks the same.
What is he doing?
And they're probably just taking a shot in the darkness.
But the good news is that Jan Eagleman called, and she is willing to consider our case.
Jan Eagleman.
She's from the Justice TV.
Not another media whore. Frankly, I think I can put together a pretty good defense.
Oh no, he thinks he's a lawyer again.
Devotees will remember that Michael once played a lawyer in a school play.
Judge, won't you throw the book at the pirate?
Michael, just because you played a role doesn't make it real.
Of course, Buster did grow up to be Captain Hook.
That's cool, Mom.
Oh, please, you'd be a lousy attorney. The first piece of evidence against us, you'd run for the hills. No, Jan is interested. She carries a lot of weight, and she is not charging us anything.
Like to see a whore that does that! Not the carrying the weight part, but On the other hand, if it's free.
She wants us to do a mock trial, sort of a dry run. Just get us ready.
Well, I guess we could all use some experience in the court. I'm fine to go check her out. But I'll tell you all right now, no one is going to lie on that stand.
Dan says something like, who is this little friend? And he'll say, my name is Judge. Whose name is Judge? My name is... Okay, that's a silly name. That's enough. Judge. My name... Yes, I am judging your name. It am silly. Is...
Please stop.
Oh, now you're correcting my grammar?
Joe, not going to put Franklin on the stand.
See a t-shirt, George Bush don't care about black puppets.
No, I didn't read
I
it.
think Dad might actually have a case here. I mean, I'm concerned about this
George
in blue.
care about black
But if
puppets.
it is indeed just a ploy on their part, then the only bombshell that they've got is a blueprint of an Iraqi model home, the same blueprint as ours, with no record that we actually got paid for it, although this is strange. Looks like there's a secret room in this one off a hallway. I wonder if we've got that. I'm gonna go check that out.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the hospital.
Yeah, good. Check on Buster. We do need to stick together as a family on this.
Actually gonna go swipe some more talking magazines, but I'll make sure to poke the head in.
And Michael found that there was indeed a secret room
Have
where
you
his
never
father
opened
had
this
stored
door
the
before?
family mementos, including his birth certificate.
Newport
Oh my god.
Beach.
Babe, Nycol Blue.
Nycol Blue.
He's
N. Bluth? Is he trying to set me up? If I'm N. Bluth, I'm going to prison.
Michael was worried.
So he made a fake Nycol. Michael Bluth and Nycol Bluth.
Michael had just discovered a hidden room in the model home where all the family secrets were stored.
Oh shit.
My dad's trying
Somebody
to
else
pin all
comes
of
in
his
here.
crimes on N. Bluth, and I might be N. Bluth. Yes, that's what it says according to my birth certificate. All of our family records are up here. And for some reason, this stack of bodybuilding magazines.
Well, I guess your dad must have had these from way back when, huh? My name is Jim.
That seems kind of current.
Who am I trying to kid, Michael? I was trying to beef up to impress that wife of mine, but now she's after some rich guy who's trying to kill his mom.
I gotta go talk to my dad. You coming out?
No, I have to fight for my wife.
Are you
I'm
coming
gonna keep
out?
my marriage alive.
No.
One room over, George Michael was also trying to convince someone to pursue a fake marriage.
We'd have to kiss. Wouldn't that be kind of weird after what we've been through?
Well, that was a long time ago.
It had been 2 months since they'd kissed.
Well, it does sound like a good twist on a wedding film.
A film?
Without the corny runaway bride bit in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like many people who no longer felt anything for each other, they decided to get married.
I'm N. Bluth, aren't I? Legally, that's my real name. You've been doing all the Iraq business under it, thinking that it wouldn't be traceable, but it is, and I'm going down.
For God's sakes, it's a typo. Michael, what kind of father do you think I am? They even got your birth date wrong.
That is my birthday.
Close to Christmas. Is that hard? It's a coincidence, Michael. You're not in Bluth. There is no in Bluth.
I called Jan Eagleman about this, and she says it sounds pretty bad.
You called her? She's with the prosecution.
Just for the mock trial.
Yeah, but what if she wasn't? You know, I am glad we're having this mock trial because it has shown me that you cannot be involved in the real defense.
Oh, come on.
Why can't you be like Buster? He put himself in a coma to protect his family. Poor kid.
Poor kid.
I gotta get down there now.
Shrimp Fest is over, Pop.
Really? Better go to Chili's.
Back at the hospital, Lindsay had joined Brian in protest.
All they're doing in there is trying to keep people alive. It's a live mill.
Oh,
It's a
hello,
live
Lindsay. I'd like to introduce you to a friend of mine that I met at the gym.
Hi, I'm Father Ben.
Ben is a Franciscan who can bench press over 200 pounds. And he
Franciscan?
talked me into protesting too. Show me your sign. No, the other side.
You guys,
Let
Brian
priest
and I
marry.
believe in the dignity of every
Let
human
Buster
being.
live.
Now why don't we leave the fruits with the vegetables and go get a coffee?
Do some push-ups.
George Michael and Maybe were also at the hospital,
These two
putting on a wedding for the Alzheimer's patient.
all ours. And now they are truly family. It is permanent.
Why is this something they're
And
doing
Maybe
for the
did the
Alzheimer's
thing
people?
she had always thought was so
Yeah, I don't
corny
know.
do this.
Maybe.
I can't do this. What am I doing?
and ran away.
That's the runaway bride bit.
Just give it a minute. Now it's a bar mitzvah.
And as George Michael acted like a boy becoming a man, Michael returned to his office to find a man acting like a boy.
What's this?
Just practicing my testimony.
Fake witness box.
And you couldn't have just taken my stuff off
Off the
desk first,
table?
or
You just
unplugged my
haven't
computer?
knocked
Just
everything
as a
off?
Fake witness box.
Plus, we need to be prepared for our testimony.
You're not doing any of that "my name is Judge" stuff on the stand, okay?
No. They're all out of magazines at the hospital. Besides, I've got a better idea.
which he got at the hospital.
Patient presented with gastric bacterial infection coupled with peptic ulcers. Tetracycline should not be administered due to allergies.
Check this out. You'll say, who's this old friend? And I'll say, well, he's not really feeling that well. And you'll say, oh, what's wrong with the little guy? And he'll say,
patient presented with gastric bacterial infection.
He just holds his mouth.
wow, sounds like you could use some tricycling.
Tetracycline should not be administered due to allergies.
Your lips are still moving, and you stole the doctor's tape recorder?
It's the tape.
I'm giving it back to him.
Come on, Michael.
Joe.
I need this. My career needs this. Your dad was right. If you really cared about this guy, you'd be more supportive of me in this.
Joe, I'm not going to turn this mock trial into some kind of...
You were going to say mockery, weren't you?
I was in trouble like 3 words into that.
I was
So
in trouble like
Michael
3
went
words
back to
in
the hospital when
Couldn't
he
just my
had a
time
visit
to
from
it.
the real prosecutor.
No
What are
shit.
you doing here?
We heard about the trial. We want to make a deal with you.
A deal? It's a mock trial.
Read the Patriot Act. Anything said in a mock trial or daytime courtroom show can be used in any real criminal proceeding or primetime procedural show, subject to the interpretation of the presiding judge or the executive producer.
In our case, Judge Reinhold is both.
Did he get EP?
Sure did.
Good for him.
Good for
Anyway,
him.
put your dad on the stand, get him
Executive
talking,
producer.
and you get full immunity. If you don't do it, we're going to go after N. Bluth. We think that's you.
We think that's
Conspire
you.
against my own client. Couldn't you go to jail for that?
Think about it, Michael. It may be time to cut and run.
We don't do that in my family.
As baby's running out.
Maybe had just run away from a fake wedding that had gotten a little too real.
Oh, you know about this room too?
Yeah, it's my dad's exercise room.
Hey, everybody know about this wrong stuff.
Surprise witness.
Only witnesses on the list.
Oh, he's on the list. I would like to call to the stand
In blues.
Franklin Delano Bluth.
You're calling Franklin, Mikey?
I sure am, Alan. I support my brother.
You're my bro! You're my brother!
Well, I'm very curious to see where this is going.
I'm very curious. I will allow
I'm
it.
warning you, Mr. Bluth. This better make for a good promo.
I was approached by the real prosecution recently and was asked if I would be willing to turn on my family and save myself. Would you please press the play button on the tape recorder inside the puppet?
If you don't do it, we're going to go after N. Bluth. We think that's you.
He recorded them.
conspire against my own client. Couldn't you go to jail for
Why
that?
would there have to be puppets like Frank?
Think about it, Michael.
Well, it looks like we've got a mistrial. But on the plus side, we've also got a hung jury. Hit it!
You're good out there, Michael.
Mock trial!
But it's the mock trial. Why don't you just take it to
This is
the
the
grand
mock
jury?
I
trial.
wanted to prove to you that I could do it. I'm going to a grand jury with that now.
Actually, Michael had no idea that's what he was supposed to do.
Nice job. You have a real shot. You're all stuck together, and that's what wins cases.
We don't abandon each other.
No one's closer than the Bluth family.
They were,
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
for as it turns out, the fake priest was called to a patient's room. And Father Ben
Oh,
filled
shit,
in,
it's a real-
not
they got
knowing
really
it was
married.
fake. And that's how the kids got married. On the next, Arrested Development. Mock trial with Jay Reinhold leads to imitate.
All rise, Bud Court is now in session.
Bud Court.
Hard to see when you got someone's hand up your ass.
All right, let's lose the puppet.
And Michael discovers that he wasn't in Bluth after all.
I have an older sister.
So much for not abandoning family.
What the fuck?
Michael?
Nicole's a girl?
Michael? Alright, that was episode 10 of Arrested Development. And hey, that was a pretty good episode right there, man. I had some fun with that. Definitely had some chuckles in there. I like where they went with this episode. A lot of the elements work for me on there. I mean, all of the skits work. I don't understand if George Michael and them is actually married. I mean, yes, I guess technically they are, but that just can't work out like it's supposed to be working out. But yeah, I enjoyed everything in this episode, man, and I know we're getting close to the end on this one, so it's looking like they are pivoting towards winding it down because we about to go to a real trial and see what's going to actually end up happening to their father. And we'll see how it goes, but I'm enjoying the journey so far.
I really love the exaggeration this episode with the court-themed music. I thought that was really great. It definitely has those vibes from all of those like serious-ass court shows. I had like the Good Wife vibes, just like they applied the music in scenarios where it wasn't really applicable, which this show does such a great job. So it's like creating hype or like disarray and like drama around a casual conversation. That was the funniest part of the episode for me. I really like the exaggeration in that space, and I thought it was great. All the jokes about the mock trial. I love the William hung jury or whatever it was. I thought that was brilliant too and really funny. But all in all, I just thought it was a really smart episode. I am very intrigued as far as whether they have another sibling, if that's going to be something that plays out. That just created a little bit more intrigue right there. And how does this all ultimately play out as far as the court and all of that. So really great episode. Looking forward to the next one.
All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Arrested Development Season 3, Episode 10. And until next time, people, peace.